If you're a therapist and you're being supervised or you're a supervisor, this video is for you if you are an Optum provider. So big changes are coming from Optum starting October 1st. First, let's talk about supervisory billing. This is when a non-licensed clinician like an intern or someone working towards full licensure under the supervision of a fully licensed clinician. The supervising clinician is the one responsible for overseeing the services. And most importantly, they're the billing provider. They're signing off on the note and making sure that the supervisee is following all the rules, regulations, and ethics. Who can be a supervising clinician? There's some criteria you need to meet. You must be independently licensed, whether that's a psychiatrist, psychologist, social worker, family therapist. You need to be credentialed, in this case with Optum, because we're going to be talking about Optum, and either work independently or be part of a group practice. And again, as the supervising clinician, you're responsible for the billing services provided by your supervisees. So who can be a supervisee? I get this question all the time. They are clinicians that are not licensed to practice independently. They could be interns or clinicians working towards licensure, but they need to have at least a master's degree. All services provided by the supervisee must be within the scope of their state licensing rules. Supervision has to happen regularly, one-to-one, and it needs to be documented to meet state requirements. They're going to audit provider records occasionally to ensure everything is documented correctly. So keeping your documentation up to date is crucial. And if you're the supervisor, make sure that your supervisee is writing their notes the correct way and that you're signing off on something that you agree to and you know meets medical necessity. So here's where things get a little more specific. To bill for services with Optum under supervision, you need to make sure you're following these steps. You need to use the U5 modifier for each service rendered under supervision. You'll see examples of it. I'll show an example right here, but you'll also see examples of it in the documentation if you click through to the links that are down in the comments under the video. Using that U5 modifier tells Optum that the service was performed under supervision. You'll also need to add the DQ qualifier alongside the supervising clinician's full name, credentials, and MPI. This is different. We don't usually have to do this on mental health claims. So this is a box we don't use a lot. On the CMS 1500 form in box 17, you're going to add the DQ qualifier and then the supervising clinician's full name with credentials. And in box 17B, add the supervising clinician's NPI number. These details are really easy to miss, but they're critical if you want to bill Optum for supervisory services after October 1st. If you don't include this stuff, Optum's probably going to deny your claims because it's very specific in what they want. Again, if you click through to the comments under this video, you'll be able to find the links to these documents to give you the specific instructions. So starting October 1st, 2024, if these steps aren't followed, you may not get reimbursed for services provided under supervision with Optum. So the clock's ticking. If you're already credentialed and you want to be able to do this, give them a call and make sure that you've got it ratified, that you're allowed to do this in your contract. And then you can start billing following these guidelines that we talked about here. And if all this feels completely overwhelming, you have no idea what I'm even talking about, don't worry. We've got you covered inside of my Bill Like a Boss program. Come join us over in Bill Like a Boss. The link's down under this video. We have weekly live meetings with myself and 2 certified billers. We answer all your questions live. We have a robust training hub with over 45 trainings on everything billing you could ever imagine. It also includes my DIY mental health billing course that trained over 2,000 clinicians over the last 4 years. And we have a private Facebook group to give you even more guidance on top of what we're already offering. And if you're not all the way interested in Bill Like a Boss, maybe you've got most of it under control, but you want to know more about interns, how to bill for interns, and how to do that whole process, we have a 3-part webinar. I'll put the link down below as well that you can go and download. It includes how to get interns for your practice, how to bring them into your practice, how to systemize the supervision, how to bill for them. All of that's included in this 3-part webinar. It's 3 different trainings around everything interns that you would ever need to know to bring interns into your private practice. That link is down below as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more billing tips. And don't forget to drop any questions or comments down below. I'm here to help.